Baking is what I do, not who I am. I love Snickerdoodle cookies. Probably one of my favorite cookies I've ever made, and probably like my favorite cookie of like all time. Okay, so let's start on those Snickerdoodle cookies, and let's start on our wet ingredients. So in my mixer, I'm gonna add half cup of vegan butter, and make sure you melt it. Don't melt it completely, just so it's soft enough. Ugh, I hate the way butter feels in your fingers. You know, as much as I love baking and cooking, the one thing I hate the most is getting my hands dirty. I know, it's weird, but I don't like especially butter, or when I'm baking with peanut butter, I hate it. Just because it gets on your hands and that oiliness, it's gross. I hate it. Half cup of brown sugar. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and mix those first. I'm gonna continue by adding 1/4 cup of maple syrup, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1/4 cup of plant-based milk. Okay, and I'm just gonna continue mixing that. Kind of gross. And you know, I'm not gonna do it fancy. I'm not gonna separate my dry and wet ingredients. I'm just gonna add my dry ingredients to my wet ingredients right away. Sue me. You know, this is a pretty simple recipe. It's one of my favorites to use just because it's so simple and it's actually also really good. So I will continue by adding 1 1/3 cup of almond flour, 1 1/2 cups of regular flour, half teaspoon of baking soda, half teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of cream of tartar. So I'm just gonna mix all that in to create my cookie dough. Okay, I'm just going to roll it up. Okay, and I'm just gonna wrap it in plastic and refrigerate it for 30 minutes. So my outfit of the day is this really cool sweater hoodie. See how cool it is. It's the brand is Enough International USA. I got this at the Goodwill bins. Really cool. And then I'm wearing these really cool Levi's. I don't know if you can see, but they have pink on them. And I also got these at the Goodwill bin. With my gun. And of course my orange Carhartt beanie. My hair is really frizzy right now. I really need to get it out of in control. Okay, and it has been 30 minutes, so I'm going to start making my cookies now. So as you can see, my dough is pretty firm, and I'm just going to cut out balls and roll them just about palm size, just like this. And then I'm going to roll them in my sugar and my cinnamon, and just continue doing this until I'm done with all my dough. And I'm going to bake these at 350 degrees for 11 minutes. Okay, so it has been 11 minutes and I'm going to take my cookies out of the oven. And as you can see, they are still pretty round. So I am going to flatten them with using my mug. If you have something else, go ahead and use that. This is all I have. But I'm just going to do this until I have a flattened Snickerdoodle cookie.